Hello and welcome to Teeing Off with RevSportz. I'm Gargi Rao and I'm joined by Ishan Shahane and Debashish Sen from New York. They have been bringing you all the updates and lots of incredible stories as well, and they will continue to do so in the US following the T20 World Cup. Ishan, Debashish, thank you for joining. I know it's very late over there, but Ishan, why don't you tell us about today? What all did you explore today before we get to the cricket part?
Yeah, so I think first, so the day started off actually, Gagi will have to start off with the a cricket part
Cricket.
actually. Because the day started off with a cricket part. We went for the practice session and it was a fascinating practice session. Rishabh Pant was batting for a long time in that practice session, like mentioned. Jaiswal also had a knock in the middle, and obviously Afsar Patel was also there. So it was a good practice session. Not all the players are there for match day -1, but these three were the main players who were out there playing, and it was an intensive practice session. All of them wanted to showcase their skills one day before the game, and maybe there's still doubts on who's going to be that opening pair and whether Shivam Dubey will play. So I think everything will be answered tomorrow, but just a great practice session. It's good to see all these players live, Gagi. It's fascinating to see them play and even practice so hard. And after that, Devashish as well, I think he's spoken to a few people, and then we headed off to Jackson Heights, which is just a fantastic place. It's a place where there's a mix of cultures of Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, Indians, Sri Lankans, and me and Devish enjoyed some good food, and we also spoke about cricket with the locals there. So I think it was good fun.
Great summary of a day, of a successful day. Debashish, when we talk about cricket, obviously, the biggest talk has been about who will open for Team India. Will Yashasvi Jaiswal find a place in the playing 11, or will Shivam Dubey find a place? Along with, what will the pitch look like, and a lot of other things as well. But let's start with the pitch. Have you got any updates about what the pitch will look like, or what pitch is being used, and how it is? Is it slow, or what's going on over there?
Leave aside me, even Rohit Sharma has not have a fair idea about what the pitch will be like
Oh,
for the game because obviously there are 4 wickets at the Nassau County International Stadium with 2 matches already being played and there are 2 fresh wickets in the middle. One game that India played against Bangladesh in the warm-up, almost 180 runs were scored, but in the first game here and Sri Lanka versus South Africa, it was a low scoring one. So Rohit yesterday in the press conference did mention that he has no idea how the wicket will fare or behave rather. So and lot will depend on watching the wicket on the morning of the match before finalizing the playing 11. And so and there will obviously there was a bit of skepticism as to how the wicket will behave, particularly these drop-in pitches. And we saw during the practice that there were a few balls that were just taking off. It had some bounce. Even a local net bowler did give some trouble to the Indian batters. So a lot will depend how the wickets will behave. And on talking about the playing 11, obviously one would expect that Yashasvi Jaiswal get a chance, given the fact that he did practice for a long time in the nets yesterday. But then there are talks that Virat Kohli might open the batting. So the interesting point is that whether Rohit Sharma going at number 3 with Virat and Yashasvi opening the batting. So Yashasvi is likely to be a constant because he brings in that element of a left-hander. So it will be a right-hander and a left-hander, but it goes to be seen whether Virat or Rohit who goes in at number 3. Kargi.
all right. And Ishan, like we discussed, the biggest talking point is who will find a place in the team. Will it be Yashashvi or Shivam Dubey? Because considering that it's Yashashvi and Shivam head to head fighting for a place with each other.
Yeah, you're right, Gagi. And I think even though Rohit Sharma made that statement that they would like to play all four, all rounders in a way, Debashish and myself have always believed that they might go on with Jaiswal. This is what we mentioned in that earlier live, which took place in the morning. So I think in our morning at least. So I think so Jaiswal will find a place in my opinion. Even I have that gut feeling. I think Debashish as well will agree with me because he was seen practicing today, and even though he's not had the best of IPL form, I still feel that they might go up with that left hand, right hand batting combination with Jaiswal and Virat Kohli. Not saying that Shivam Dube won't get a chance at all in this tournament. He might get a game later on, but I think to begin with against Ireland, they might, set it up by giving Jaiswal the opportunity. Ireland probably not the strongest team, but again a team that you can't take for granted. But if you want to give a youngster an opportunity to go out and get some runs, then it might be against Ireland. And Jaiswal, knowing his capabilities, might be able to do that. So I think Jaiswal should be opening that. Should be opening with Virat Kohli. But however, this Indian team is full of surprises, and I won't be too surprised to see Shivam Dube playing as well. But my gut feeling says Jaiswal.
And Devashish, your personal opinion, who would you rather have? One extra bowling option or a strong opening batter in Yashasvi Jaiswal?
As Rohit did mention in the press conference that he would always love to see more all-rounders in the playing 11, and in this particularly 15-member squad, there are as many as four all-rounders in the side with Shivam Dube, Hardik Pandya, Akshar Patel, and Ravindra Jadeja. So it will, and that adds flexibility to the side, and obviously it gives you more option as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if this the playing 11 is packed with all rounders. It will be depending on the wickets. India might go in with either Shivam Dube or an Akshar Patel because both comes handy with the bat and given the form they have been in the recent IPL. So for me, I would reckon that Akshar Patel holds a slight edge. India might as well go in with three spinners on this wicket, or even means with Arshdeep Singh and Jasprit Bumrah and Hardik Pandya coming in as a third just fast bowling option, and then those three spinners. So that leaves a six bowling combinations. When I'm given that Kuldeep Yadav is not a great batter, so India might as well be influenced to get in an Akshar Patel. But if the conditions favor the fast bowling, then Shivam Dube might also come into play. Gargi.
Ishan, a lot of people have to say that if Shivam Dube finds a place in the team, it will be Rohit and Virat opening tonight. Who do you reckon will open tonight?
So yes, in my opinion, like I mentioned earlier, as well, Gagi, I think Jaiswal might be opening with Virat Kohli. It's just my gut feeling that I feel that Shivam Dube might not play, not taking anything away from him. He's had a more impressive season than Jaiswal. But like I've said, like if you're giving a youngster an opportunity, Jaiswal has that potential to deliver at the highest stage. He's not performed well in the IPL, but if you're playing a side at the beginning of the tournament, you want to give that youngster that opportunity to go out and express himself. And like I said, Ireland is that sort of team where you could maybe get runs. Again, not taking anything aside from Ireland, you can't consider anyone underdogs in this competition. But if you had to give an opportunity for yourself to get some runs, you probably choose Ireland with regards to any other team. So I think Jaiswal has that opportunity. That's the reason I feel they might give it to him. And again, the left hand right hand combination always works, Kaki. When you're playing a 20-over format, you want to try getting as many runs on the board in the first 6 overs, and that's been the template, right? We saw that in the IPL as well. Virat Kohli has been doing that very well. Rohit Sharma struggled in the IPL, and he's better off playing spin. So that's why I feel he can come off at number 3 and push Jaiswal ahead, because both these two batters can take the bowlers on and get some heavy runs in those first 6 overs. So I think the Indians should have that sort of mindset, put massive runs in those first 6 overs and take the other team out of the game completely. That's why I really feel Jaiswal and Virat Kohli.
All right. And Devashish, finally, when it comes to the bowling department, who do you think finds a place? Because will it be three spinners or three pace specialists? Who do you think?
As I said, it will depend on the wicket, the conditions, and then only the playing 11 will be decided. But as of now, Arshdeep Singh and Jasprit Bumrah looks to be the front runner to be the primary two fast bowlers, with Hardik Pandya also being the third option as far as fast bowling is concerned. And then you have the two spinners in Kuldeep Yadav and Ravindra Jadeja. But then if India goes in with an extra spinner, then it will definitely be Akshar Patel, and given that he comes in handy as a batter. But then if India prefers to go in with a fast bowling all rounder, then Shivam Dube might be that man. So that would be more or less the bowling attack for the Indian team.
All right. Well, that sums up our conversation. We'll leave you all with a very special story. Debashish went to a spiritual hub in the US. Please take a look. And thank you, Ishan and Debashish, for joining.
Hello everyone, this is me Debashis for RevSportz, and I am right now at a very special place. You guessed it right. I am at New York Kali Temple, which is situated at 614 Seaman Avenue in Baldwin, New York. And with me to talk more about it, I have none other than one of the trustee board members of this temple, Dulal Pal. Dulal Babu,
hello.
Welcome to RevSportz. Obviously, how did this temple come up and when did this journey begin?
Well, thank you for coming to our temple. And our temple started in 2005. You know, the building adjacent to it, where we started, we had only Kali Pratima at that time because it's a small building. But gradually, you know, we get more devotees keep coming. So in 2011, we bought this building and we renovated whatever you see here inside the temple. It's all made brand new at that time. So, and all the deities came from India, and they are made of stone and they are very heavy. And also the altars that you see, silver altars, they also came from India. And we do all pujas according to Bengali calendar, like people in Kolkata they does. So our priest also comes from West Bengal. Current priest, he's on vacation in India, and so we're sorry that you cannot meet him. He's very energetic. We all love him. He got trained in India how to do pujas and stuff, and devotees here. We get a lot of people. We get like almost 800, 900 people, 1,000 people sometimes come during Durga Puja and Kali Puja. Those are the main events. But we do pujas of all, like Saraswati Puja, Lakshmi Puja, Navagraha Puja, so and you name it. So and we also support the community that we have here, and for their funeral services and Annaprashan, Shraddha, Batsharik. We do Tarpon every year for, so we provide and our priest can go to anybody's house, do a house, new house puja, right? And, or they can hire him to take to their house for any kind of puja they want to do that we are accustomed to. He also gives a lot of times, our priest also gets invited to go to other states, like Tennessee or Ohio or Atlanta, things like that. So
Obviously,
our temple is very popular. And
Dulal Babu, obviously coming to our purpose of visit, obviously we are here for cricket. The T20 World Cup has already begun, and obviously there's a huge interest among the Indian diaspora to watch the India matches. Obviously, India did play a warm-up game against Bangladesh, and they will be kick-starting their campaign against Thailand on June 5th. Talk us about the interest among your devotees, how passionate are they, or are they planning to go to the ground to watch the live matches, or is there any facility, arrangement to stream the matches live on television, whoever comes to worship?
Yeah, we have a community building which is the next door where we started. We have a big television on the wall, and all the devotees, they are very much interested in the Indian cricket, and I see the people always watch IPL. That's happening in India, and that's almost every day I see they are watching the games. And so it's not that only people come to the temple for puja. A lot of people come, they spend very little time in the temple. They spend most of the time go, sit there, watch the game, drink tea, and chat with their friends, like they do in India. So it's very common here. And also this new stadium that they built, since then our devotees are involved and they're participating in that game that's going to happen, and it already started. I think they had a warm-up game.
Yes.
And some of our...
So you were telling few of your devotees have already been there to watch the match.
Some of our devotees, they told me we had a event that day, and they said, "Oh, sorry, we cannot come to the event in the temple. We have to go see the match between Bangladesh and India." So, and then some of our devotees are also going to the real match when it starts.
India versus Ireland
yes.
on June 5th?
Yes.
What about the game against Pakistan?
Yeah, India-Pakistan. That's the game they got tickets for. It's very expensive to buy tickets, so not everybody can afford, or they don't want to spend that kind of money, to watch the game, when they can sit and relax and in the temple, the community center, and drink tea and gossip and watch the game more comfortably. So, and they don't have to pay anything. So that's